Hey kids, ClarkTheShark here. Today we're going to learn about ADHD life hacks and tips. Now, if you're like me and you have ADHD, you know all too well ADHD can also be a superpower if you use it right. You can focus on a million different things at once. It's all a matter of honing it in, using that to your advantage. Also, people with ADHD tend to be more creative. That can also work in our favor as well. But if you struggle with ADHD, here are some things that have helped me. I'm going to pass to you. Hopefully this can help you too. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Obviously, everybody's different. If you have your own system that works and your own methods that are helpful to you, stick to those. I'm only trying to offer, some more things to add to the table. So we will kick it off. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm always happy to hear from you. And here are 10 ADHD life hacks and tips. Number 1, be genuinely nice to people. People respond to kindness. So if you're, struggling, you're frustrated, and you make a mistake, if you're generally nicer to people and you have a good rapport with them, they'll tend to forgive a lot of your shortcomings. They'll even maybe go a step further and help you. Let's work with them a little bit more. So overcompensate by being nice to people. Number 2, make lists. Lists are good at keeping yourself organized, whether it's digitally or whether you're just writing it down, whether it's a list of things you have to do that day, that week. I'll keep lists myself, this, and this. Don't forget to do this. And lists tend to help me keep organized. Number 3, get into a daily routine, whether that's like when you brush your teeth, saying your prayers at night, what time you do this, when you eat breakfast. Get into a routine so you can kind of put yourself in a little bit of an autopilot and then focus on the bigger issues at hand. Number 4, focus on things you are good at. With the different talents that you have, everybody has talents. I was never going to be good at math. I was never going to be good at science. But I was always great at, English and history and creative arts and music, things like that. And I wish teachers growing up were more like, okay, he's never going to be a mathematician. He's never going to be a rocket scientist. Let's focus on this. So if you know your strengths, focus on them. If you're good at sports, focus on sports. Don't try to pull yourself too thin. 5, change the subject, ask some questions. If you find yourself in a jam, don't just say, I don't know, unless you really have to. Ask questions like, what do you mean by that? Or, I think so. How would you like that to look? If there's something you don't know and it's because you think you were distracted because of ADHD, ask some questions. That way you come off genuinely interested and doesn't really show that, you weren't paying attention. 3 E's, education, exercise, enlightenment. Educate yourself on ADHD on different things you can do yourself. Learn about the disorder, learn about, the symptoms, what happens, different traits. Get familiar with it so you can know what you're dealing with it. Exercise, best thing next to medication, in my opinion. Exercise frequently, daily, get those endorphins running. They'll help you stay focused. They'll help you with your daily tasks. They'll help you remember. They'll improve your memory skills. And enlightenment, whether it's prayer or meditation, get at peace with yourself. Feel that inner peace, relax. I would probably say eating would be the 4th E. I had a hot dog for lunch. Medicate. Talk to your doctor, talk to your primary physician, ask them about treatments available for ADHD. I feel like ADHD is the most overly diagnosed disorder there is, so there's a stigma with some of the drugs of people abusing them. But if you're like me and you take, medication for ADHD, it really is a miracle drug, and it really has helped me. Number 8, be creative with things that interest you and work on that. Do things that you like. One of the misconceptions, one of my biggest pet peeves with the perception of ADHD is that people with ADHD can't focus on one thing. They can't concentrate. We know that's not true. We overcompensate, and we can hyper-focus on things for hours at an end without any kind of distraction if it interests us. The problem that people with ADHD have is that once we get, distracted, it's usually because it's something that we're bored of. I saw something shiny and I lost interest. Number 9, stay organized. Maybe even borderline OCD, but keep things in order, Keep your house in order, keep your personal space in order, your car, your closet, things like that. We tend to stop worrying about minutia and things like that when we're more organized. If your life is cluttered, your brain's going to be cluttered. So it's going to free up any kind of stress or, mental strife in your head to focus on the bigger things, tackle the bigger things. And number 10, As Roger Rabbit said, a laugh can be a very powerful thing. Laugh. Enjoy life. Don't take things so seriously. But remember, stop and smell the roses. Enjoy yourself. Laugh, find humor in things, and know that it's going to be a good ride, and you're going to be okay. So I hope this can help somebody out there. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm Clark the Shark. Thanks for tuning in.